Plus your questions and comments when the co-hosts open up the inbox. All next on Live. And Ryan Seacrest.
Pom-poms.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You guys, it's Tuesday, and you know how you get on a Tuesday. Tuesday, May 30th, 2017. How is May all over already?
It went by very fast, didn't it?
What the heck?
But you celebrated the beginning of summer, didn't you, over the weekend?
I sure did. I got my parka out of the closet, and I sat in the fire. I mean, I didn't even get by the fire. I had my hands in the fire. That's how cold
it was supposed to be the unofficial beginning to this great summer weather here.
But don't we... Okay, so I'm going to talk to the people in the Northeast. Who in the audience is from the Northeast? Yes, and my Canadians. Okay. We all know that the Memorial Day start of summer weather is a big lie. Don't we know that? It's a lie that has been perpetrated for centuries now. Everybody says happy summer. I heard the words happy summer said to me, to my face, as I'm standing in a parka by the fire, and I go, oh, did someone tell you it was summer? It was so cold, and I thought of you because I thought, I'm so grateful that Ryan is not out here for this weather, because I'm convinced it would have sent you back to California. I was like, Ryan can't know this weather happens.
Listen, I feel sorry for you because it couldn't have been more perfect where I was.
Tell me everything.
We just got on the plane and went as far down as we could. So we ended up in the Caribbean for the weekend.
Yes, the Caribbean. Yes,
and
good call.
It was, I mean, record-breaking perfect, Rip. I don't mean to rub it in.
No, tell me. I need...
But 85 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. I was snorkeling. I saw, over 3 days, 1 fish. I played tennis for 5-6 minutes.
Yeah.
I realized I'm better at table tennis.
Yeah.
What else did I do? I played cards. Do you play cards?
What kind of cards?
So,
I play Rummy 500.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Okay, I'll teach you.
All right, I hadn't played in a long time, but my girlfriend and I, Shayna, as a matter of fact, we have a little picture.
Hi,
I know that
Shayna.
there's... Let me clear up the rumors.
Okay.
We went down together and...
Oh, that's nice.
There we are. It took us 20 minutes to get that pose, but we got it.
The older I get, and this doesn't apply to Shayna, because Shayna's gorgeous, but the older I get, any selfie is suspect.
Yeah.
I go, no, that's not right.
We were looking through Macy's catalogs going, what's the pose we can recreate from the catalog? Right there. Yes, outerwear. Perfect. No, but so we said, let's play cards. We see people playing cards all the time. So we said, well, I don't remember how to play anything. So we looked up Crazy Eights. I played Crazy Eights as a kid.
What's Crazy
Anybody
Eights?
Play Crazy Eights? I think, it's the easiest game in the world of cards.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. But what I realized... Are
you going to teach me to play cards?
No, it would take entirely too long.
Okay. I thought you two would be playing strip poker.
Well, we did have some creative betting.
We played strip poker on Long Island, but everything, you know, every hand you lose, you put an article of clothing on.
I realized I don't know how to shuffle. Do you know how to shuffle?
Oh, I know how to shuffle.
Okay, could you teach me how to...
Okay.
I'm the worst shuffler.
Okay, so you have to, break your deck in half.
And can you bridge as well?
Yeah, and then you're supposed to... I haven't done it in I mean, it's been a while.
Well, that's good.
I'm not going to lie. It's been a while. It's been a while.
I can't do the bridge.
You got to break them in. First of all, these cards are not broken in at all.
Those are brand new cards, yeah.
Yeah, so you can tell. Once you break them in, you can really... I can teach you. If I can do it anybody can do it. And I do, everybody says that, but I actually mean it. I lack any and all coordination of any kind.
No, I noticed that I have the same issue, but that I could not get done. I would be sitting there talking and shuffling, and then at the end of the shuffle, all the suits would still be the same.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you need to work on it. What did you eat and what did you drink?
We had conch.
Oh, conch.
You ever been conch diving?
Yeah.
At the conch house? Yeah? One conch lover here? Yeah.
Well, you know what they say about conch.
Yeah, once you go conch, you never... What do they say?
Well, they say it's an aphrodisiac. That's what they say. That's what they say.
Well, we're still trying to prove that.
We'll have to figure. Let me see that picture again. I'd say you're about 7 conch in right there. He's on the 8th conch.
I'm going to refrain from making the next conch joke there. Anyway, so that we got into cards and sun, but it couldn't have been, I want to rub it in, it couldn't have been more beautiful, Gelman. I know you were in the rain as well, but...
Yeah. We were freezing. We were freezing. I thought about Gelman as well, because Gelman likes to, you know, this is where he dominates all of the people of the Hamptons. He's got this, he's got one of these courts that, what kind of court is it? It looks like it's alive, right? It's not clay.
It's Hartrue.
Hartrue.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's tennis weather, but it was cold.
What do you do on this court?
Play tennis. It's a tennis.
All right. Well, sorry. Where I came, the neighborhood courts have cement where I play.
He plays tennis on this tennis court, but this time they had a figure skating competition. The sprinklers in the tennis court.
And it was so cold.
And it froze. Yeah, no, but they were saying that Memorial Day, they're saying not just the North, it's not just the Northeast anymore. Winter during the first weekend of summer is not for the Northeast. It is for the South as well. A lot of people suffered really cold temperatures, thunderstorms, overcast skies. Yeah, misery. Lots of misery. They're saying misery all week, everybody, so get ready.
Yeah, it's
more
rain coming.
Yeah.
I did see 2 suns in the 5-day. There would be 2 appearances of sun during the 5-day this week here in New York. I saw it.
But we're still going to be like 12 degrees below our regular temperature, which we can all agree our regular temperature is not great either.
Anyway.
But, you know, whatever. But send us your pictures. If you have a picture of you at your holiday barbecue wearing a parka and you want to share it with us, we'll show it on the air later on, because I think we're gonna, what is it, hashtag summer parka? Hashtag summer parka. Yeah, let's
hashtag parka Q.
Yeah, because at a certain point I abandoned my parka and I went inside, and I do have a photo. I have to like pull it off my phone, but somebody sent me a photo of Mark, because Mark came home this weekend, so that was nice. I did stay warm that way, yeah. So Mark has me sitting on his lap, and I realized that he was using me as a human blanket. I was on his lap, and I'm in my turtleneck sweater and long pants, and I'm drinking a glass of wine, and we're both sitting so close to the fire that it looks like we're almost on fire. That's how close we are to the fire.
Again, not to rub it in, but the tanning lotion from the sweat into my eye really burnt.
It burns, yeah, it burns. It does burn.
So they also say the best chance to get a speeding ticket is over Memorial Day weekend. Wow. And that's here. How can you possibly? I've seen people come home. Yeah, how can you possibly speed here?
Well, I will say, because the weather was so bad, it was the first time we didn't sit in bumper-to-bumper traffic on Long Island, so that was good.
There's some upside.
Yeah. It took us less than 2 hours to get home. And I got to tell you, usually Memorial Day weekend, it takes you like four hours.
AAA estimates 34.6 million Americans drove to a vacation destination this past weekend, an increase of 2.4% over last year.
Correct.
So there's definitely more traffic out there.
Because last year, and some of you will remember this, last year, Memorial Day weekend, what happened? Anybody remember? No. It was sunny and warm, remember? Do you remember? It was sunny and warm, and we all got confused. We all got confused. My friend had a bear in their pool. They're like, there's a bear in the pool. I go, because it's warm.
Wait, I did get one text over the weekend that said you went to, and this is legit verbatim from the text, that you went to a sausage party.
I did. I did.
I didn't respond.
I did. I went to a sausage fest.
So what could you, maybe we're curious. What is a sausage fest?
They only serve sausage. There was only sausage there to eat and nothing else. It was just sausage and corn chips.
That sounds fantastic.
It was
Spicy
delicious.
sausage.
There was spicy. There was a
Sweet
bacon. There's a
sausage.
bacon bourbon. Peconic meats bacon bourbon sausage.
I love that.
There was the spicy chorizo, which I had one, and I dipped it in the mustard. Listen, I didn't care. I had to put on my winter weight. It's cold. And there's a low-cal chicken sausage, which I go, if you're going to have sausage, what's the point?
Right.
I'm going for the full sausage. It was delicious.
Well, next time, maybe an invite to the Sausage Fest.
Yeah, no, it was fun. You would have loved it. What was really funny about it was I decided to just have the sausage, no bun. You know, I'm like, I'm going to do the low carb. I'm just going to eat the sausage.
all the fat and none of the
So
carb.
I sat there dunking my sausage into my mustard dish and eating it off the fork. And then you know what I did? I went back for the roll later and I just ate it. Thank you. I can always count on this audience. They get so excited if you have a carbohydrate. They're like, yeah, good for you.
Yes,
Good
yes.
for you. It was 47 degrees. You earned that dinner roll.
I find I pick around a bun, or I pick around it, and it being the whole thing anyway.
Of
And for
course.
some reason, my brain
It's
thinks
just
it's going to be digested
slowly
differently.
eating it, right.
So you're on your phone quite a bit. Are your thumbs, do they get sore from all they call it, what do they call it? They call it smartphone thumb.
You know, I have to say that I tend to use my index finger.
Oh, you do it like
yeah,
click, click,
I do
click,
it
click,
like
click,
this.
click,
I click, 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 because my thumbs are just not, I don't have great dexterity of the thumb to begin with.
No, I understand, because I'll hit one letter and another letter appears.
Exactly.
Time after time after
Yes,
time.
yes.
And so it must not be my keyboard.
Yeah, it's not your keyboard.
They're saying that smartphone thumb is plaguing more people. Doctors are complaining about it because the patients are coming in with this thumb. The pain comes from repetitive movements, texting. It actually is tendinitis. So what are the cures? Now, Gavin was telling me there's some sort of backward praying yoga move you can do to open up your thumbs. Do you do this?
Well, he is the expert.
How do you do it?
Show us this move.
How do you get rid of the smartphone thumb?
Oh, my gosh. Look at that, everyone.
So that's supposed to open it up.
I can't even get my arms back behind me. But I have short arms, so that...
That's our excuse.
Yeah.
I think this is pulling my shoulder.
Yeah.
Your hands are the wrong way, Ryan.
My hands are not the wrong way, Gavin. How do you know the way my hands should be during this? By the way, when he did the demo, he took his jacket off in the dressing room and everything. There's a whole different...
Oh, yeah, no,
yeah.
oh, no.
Hey.
Wait, have you ever seen that stuff he does yoga-wise?
No, I don't need to.
Oh, yeah, I think we should probably throw that picture up there just so the audience has a frame of
Not
reference.
disturb people.
I think we should disturb people.
Yeah, it's
the holidays
breakfast
are
time.
over. There it is, yep.
It always works, I think.
By the way,
Are you stuck?
Gelman, I don't want to say anything, but your hands are faced the wrong way in there. And yes, I am stuck. I'm stuck.
Here we go. There you go. All right.
Thank you. Hey, here's a great, it's not a great story, but it's a fascinating story. So they had London has its own Comic-Con, you know?
Yeah.
And the Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno, got into a fight with the Flash Gordon star, Sam Jones. I mean, in what world could that possibly happen? The Hulk and Flash Gordon got into a fight. And the fans had to break it up. I love this story so much. It's not funny, and I don't condone violence, but we can all understand how this could happen, can't we?
Was it over bragging rights? What were they concerned about? Superhero powers?
Nobody really knows what it was about. They just heard Lou Ferrigno saying to Sam Jones, "You're winding me up." Which is not even his line. Like, his line is, "You wouldn't like me when I'm angry." Like, that's...
Stick to your script.
Yeah, stick to your lines. And I don't know how it resolved. I just know that these people had to come in and break it up, and it turns out this guy named Darren Clements, who like separated them, said it turns out he was the real superhero.
That is hysterical.
What do you think? Like, what could those two two crazy kids have been fighting about? Like, that's what I want to know.
I think back to my favorite superhero growing up on TV, because I think about the Hulk on his TV show. Does anyone remember the greatest American hero?
Of course.
That was my favorite. That guy couldn't fly. He had no powers. He had a great theme song. And he was a superhero. We can all relate to that guy.
Yeah, I know. He was. He did have a good theme song. Yeah, we had a majorettes routine to that one year. That's right. I took majorettes lessons. You're welcome, everybody. Right?
It's like when I say I was on the football team, people laugh.
I don't laugh at that. That makes sense.
Because I've shown you the proof.
I always say to my mom, what did you think I was going to be when I grew up? Like, that's the key. It's always curiosity, like, because when you're a small kid, right, and you're in grammar school, say, K through 3rd grade or 4th grade, it's really your mom or your parents signing you up for things.
Putting you in these classes and courses,
and I had, like, puppet making and majorettes.
Like, what path were you on?
She wanted me to join the circus. She was like, one day, God, I hope she runs off and joins the circus. And now I work here, so we can say she had forethought.
You're working with me. It is akin. All right, we got a great show for you today.
Yeah, Kal Penn is here. Kal Penn.
Also, Ali Wentworth is with us.
And it's time.
Shall we?
Did you miss it?
I missed bursting into spring travel trivia. Let's burst.
That's Abigail Carmona from Glen Cove, Long Island.
Yeah.
Hey, Abigail. How was your cookout? Did you build a big enough fire?
I actually worked all weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Wah, wah, wah. But here you are now, right?
I'm good.
All right. Good to see you. We've got Doyle Felling on the phone here. Doyle from Rocklin, California. Hey, Doyle, how you doing, buddy?
Hi, Ryan. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Doyle, what's going on? Did you have a cookout this weekend or anything fun?
Oh, no. I played golf with my grandson and granddaughter and my son.
So nothing fun, huh?
Well, that's as fun as it gets, I guess.
Okay.
Did you beat them, Doyle?
No, I've got a 14-year-old son that he shot his best game at 76, my grandson.
Wow. Very good. Wow.
I don't know what that means, but that sounds incredible.
He's got good genes, Doyle. Good to have you with us today. Shall we spin to see what you're playing for? Let's go. Get the emoji.
Here is a great prize. The St. James's Club and Villas in Antigua, 7 days and 6 nights in a royal suite. It's all inclusive. This trip is provided in part by Hotels.com. It's a prize valued at $8,200. Doyle, you have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck.
Here we go, buddy.
Thank you.
On yesterday's show, we talked with Chrissy Metz. On what television show did Chrissy say she had her first big break?
Entourage.
Yes, sir!
Congratulations. You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the St. James's Club and Villas in Antigua. St. James's Club and Villas, Antigua, tucked away on a secluded 100-acre peninsula on the southeastern coast of Antigua. This all-inclusive hideaway offers breathtaking ocean views, 2 white sand beaches, 6 distinctive swimming pools, top-notch restaurants, complimentary water sports, and much more. Your prize is valued at approximately $8,200.
All right, buddy, congratulations. Now you can help a lucky member of our studio audience receive a $500 appliance package from Cuisinart. Doyle, pick a number between 1 and 218.
11.
Coming up next, Kal Penn is here. We're right back.
Still ahead on Live, Ali Wentworth. We'll open up Kelly and Ryan's inbox to hear your questions and comments. And coming up next, Kal Penn.
Welcome back, guys. guys, on tomorrow's show from the series Daytime Divas, Vanessa Williams is here.
And from the series Baskets, Louis Anderson is with us.
Do you ever watch Baskets? Okay.
I will watch it by tomorrow.
He plays his mother. He is a genius. I'm telling you, he's a genius.
Okay.
Now, here comes a Jersey boy. Yeah, that's right. He stars as the press secretary on the hit show Designated Survivor. And he's also the host of the new competition series, Superhuman. Please welcome Kal Penn.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Did you have a good weekend? Nice holiday?
Great weekend, yeah. I had a friend's wedding up in Boston, so that was nice.
Was it freezing in Boston?
It actually was. It was cold, but it was nice, you know.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
But Memorial Day weekend weddings, there seems to be a lot of that. A lot of people choose Memorial Day to get married. Why do you think that is? Do you have any theories?
I assume it's because a lot of people can make it, right? Because
I think it's I think there are 2-for-1 deals also.
But, yeah.
There's all kinds of bargains over Memorial Day weekend.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's actually true.
And the groom in this case was a vet, so that was also really nice.
Oh, well, that is actually that.
Did you have any official duty, or you just attended?
No, none. Just drinking and catching up with friends.
There you go.
So, by the way, you did do something that I recently had to do, which I thought was the most pressure I had ever been under, and you gave a commencement speech again.
Oh, man.
Recently,
Yes.
right?
And you did one, too.
I can't tell you how nervous I was.
It's nerve-wracking.
And people don't believe it because they think you do public speaking for a living, but that matters. Something about a commencement speech and how you impact the next generation of people going out into the world, that really matters. I think it's a terrifying thing.
What did you say?
Well, I was trying to figure out what to say because whenever I tell my friends, like my friends from college or before, that I'm doing one of these things, they just laugh at me.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, like, why would anybody ask you for any advice? How are you equipped to do this? So I was trying to figure out what to say, and I just sort of thought, you know, well, it's a crazy... A little bit about how, you know, we seem kind of divided, but there's a lot more commonality that we keep forgetting when you turn on the TV and people are yelling and screaming at each other. So we talked about, like, sort of just the commonality of what you can do. And you mentioned Jersey in my intro.
Yes,
talked about how this was Keene University in New Jersey. Talked about how being from New Jersey is like an ethnicity. Wherever you go in the world,
no, that is so true.
people gravitate towards each other.
You know, in my office door, so at everybody's office, they have their name on the back of the door, and my office, it just says Jersey. Isn't that funny?
Yep.
It's funny because before I did it, I made a mistake, I think, and I watched other people's speeches on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I thought, my God, I'm bad.
No.
No, because there's some brilliant.
Fantastic. Yeah, and there are people who are incredibly funny and memorable. I went down that rabbit hole last year when I did one. I'm like, never again. I'm just going to write what I want to write.
Well, I mean, that's the problem is, like, you shouldn't watch any of that, because then what if you accidentally write something that you saw? Then you're plagiarizing.
I heard that happened at a convention somewhere.
Yeah, right.
Well played.
But I like your message. I think it's all about a heartfelt, genuine message.
Yeah, I want to, you know, I felt like when I graduated undergrad, I can't remember who gave the speech, but I remember being really bored by it, like deathly bored. And I'm like, I just don't want to do that. So the bar was low. But it is true. I think, like, the conversations you have with your friends when you're having a beer or a coffee, very different than the craziness when you turn on the TV. And so I felt like that could be a nice uplifting thing to talk about.
Hey, we also want to say congratulations, Designated Survivor, Season 2.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Dad. Thank you for watching it.
Such a great show.
Designated employment.
Yeah, that's really nice to know you have a job for another year. Yes.
Do you find that, did people fully understand what the Designated Survivor was before the show was on the air? Because I found myself going, wait a minute, I didn't understand all of that.
Yeah, I think before the show aired, people didn't necessarily... I used to get questions, is that real? How crazy is that? How did they think of something like that? And I said, no, the concept, it's actually real.
Explain the concept for those who haven't seen it.
Yeah, the concept is there's something called continuity of government, for real, in the real government. So if, God forbid, you know, most of the government is wiped out during a State of the Union or an inauguration, anytime everyone is pretty much in one location, there's always a backup. So there's one member of the cabinet who's in an undisclosed location. And in this case, in the fictional version, that was Kiefer Sutherland. There's a terror attack at the State of the Union in our pilot episode, and he becomes the president. and that's when the series kicks off.
I want to know, how does that person get that job? Because I would want to be that person.
Would you, though?
Yeah, because I just don't want to sit in the room when everybody's all together
Sure.
and it's such partisan applauding and sitting and all of that. Like, I just want to be in the room having a pizza by myself.
Yeah.
Get in the
You know
car.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And usually nothing happens, right?
Well, yeah, thankfully.
99.9. Oh, usually only in the TV show did something.
Right. So you, so I see what you're saying. So you just want to wear the
I just
sweats,
wanna
eat the
be-
pizza,
She's
Playing it safe.
not have
She wants
yeah.
to play it safe.
I want to be off to myself. I'm banking on the fact that nothing bad's going to happen.
Right.
And I'm just going to have my pizza and a glass of rosé
Yeah.
and leave me alone.
I would take that bet.
Yeah.
Sure.
She doesn't want to get the call. Hey, by the way, you're president now.
What do you mean? Don't be ridiculous.
And you do the show in Toronto?
We do, yeah.
Did you relocate there?
I did, I live in New York, so it's not a far commute. Or
Right.
sometimes you'll have a couple of days off and I can come home. But otherwise, yeah, I've been living in Toronto for most of the year.
It's a great place to live.
Really nice city.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
You get some time off this summer?
Some time off. I'm working on another show, and we go about 10 and a half months for the series. So not a whole lot of time off. Although I feel ridiculous saying that to you because you've got like 9 jobs. I only have 2.
I actually am convinced that he's secretly a triplet. There's 3 of him. Yeah, I know it.
I'm just convinced I'm
I'll
going
get
to
to
lose
the
one
bottom
at some
of it.
point. So I say yes to everything.
Hey, listen, when we come back, we're going to find out if you at home have any superhuman.
Still ahead on live from the series Nightcap, Allie Wentworth.
This Friday, discover an unexpectedly wondrous movie about the power of friendship and imagination.
The amazing Captain Underpants!
It's hilarious and hysterical.
Ooh, that's good.
A wildly comedic take on the superhero genre. It's far more emotional than you'll believe. The biggest laughs and biggest heart you and your family will find at the movies this summer.
The problem is that you can't laugh at yourself.
Oh, really, Oprah? Is that my problem?
DreamWorks Captain Underpants. Rated PG.
I was lying in a dream. And then a great epiphany. It was me, it was you. A color that was so
That's new Beneful grain-free. It's so healthy. That farm-raised chicken. It's good chicken. Here come the accents. Blueberries and pumpkin. Wow. And spinach. That was my favorite bite so far.
New Beneful grain-free. Out with the grain, in with the farm-raised chicken. Healthful, flavorful, Beneful.
All you need for sensitive skin. All you expect from the #1 recommended by dermatologists. All Free Clear is free of dyes and perfumes and has powerful stain lifters to help get your whole wash clean. It's all good.
Thousands apply for Social Security disability each year, but hit a roadblock when their claim is denied. Handler, Henning & Rosenberg can appeal the decision and get your disability claim back on track. Pick up the phone right now and call Handler, Henning & Rosenberg. Just dial 2s.
In our fast-paced mobile society, Cody Financial Mortgage Services is your search engine for mortgages. Whether you're buying, refinancing, making home improvements, or consolidating debt, no matter what type of loan, Cody Financial Mortgage Services is with you every step of the way, with the best rates and service guaranteed. We're mobile-friendly, and you can call us or visit us online 24/7 at codyfinancial.com to receive personal service, honesty, loyalty, and integrity. Remember, that's codyfinancial.com or call Doris Lindsay today at 761-6000.
Tonight, 8/7 Central, everybody's falling in love with Downward Dog. They're saying it's smart, funny, charming, with an indie quirky feel, and it's been certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's a lot of responsibility. I'm only human.
Downward Dog, all new tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Okay, John, it's time for you to recite the names, bib colors, and numbers of 3 runners chosen at random. John, please start with the 9th runner.
Heather, red, 60, 594.
Amazing. That is correct.
Fascinating. Superhuman Kal Penn, the host.
Yeah.
So it's a competition show like no other, truly.
Yeah, I like to liken it to like an America's Got Talent, but for people with brain skills instead of
Wait.
Really, it's all
performance skills. It's like they have powers.
Yeah, I mean, we picked this clip, I think, because it had a lot of performance to it, but sometimes you'll see these contestants just staring at something for 20 minutes, and we cut it down and then ask them to explain, and once they explain, you're like, how did you think that? How did you do that?
Give us some examples of things that struck you, because these are people that also go to work every day. It's not like they just do this superhuman thing all day.
Yeah, right. So most of them are very normal, which is actually the cool part about it, where there's a great human interest story in each one of them. There's a little package clip before they go out there. There's a guy who can listen to sounds in a jungle and decipher whether there are frogs in the jungle and what kind of frog they are.
I mean, how do you even know you have that skill?
He had a that was my question for a lot of them.
Right?
At what point do you stumble on that?
Hey, wait a minute. I think I know what I'm good at.
So
that's a frog.
That guy had a background in biology, I think, if I remember correctly. But there are some of them that are more obvious. Like there's a Rubik's Cube guy who can do Rubik's Cubes really fast. I'm like, okay, that I get.
Right.
I understand. But human calculator folks who will literally go head-to-head with a calculator we have in studio and beat the calculator, not to give away the episode, but...
That's so crazy.
So going into this, were you skeptical that maybe these were setups?
Yes.
Because I think I might think that way going in.
Yeah. I said no at first when my agent called and said, what do you think of this concept? They're looking for a host. I was like, well, I don't want to sell fake that.
Yeah.
Because it could be so cool if and they're like, no, it's real.
Yeah.
Met with the producers, and they're like, no, this is real. It takes a long time to find these people, but they do it for real. It's not produced package anything. What you're seeing is actually what they're doing, which is awesomely uplifting too when you're in the room with them.
Do you have any extraordinary skills? Do you have anything that makes, you know, that you're like, oh, I can remember everything that happened on Tuesday 10 years ago?
I have none of those skills, which is why I'm hosting that show instead of being on it. I wish I did, but I'm in all of these people.
It really is.
Yeah,
it is fascinating and sounds like a lot of fun. So congratulations.
Do you remember the tray? This is going to go back to first grade. First grade, they would bring in the tray with objects on it, and they would show the kids the tray, and then they would take the tray away, and they would ask you to list as many of the things that you could remember on the tray as possible. Do you remember that?
Did you do well in this?
I think I did, but I don't remember. I mean, I'm just saying.
I can't even remember first grade, let alone the tray.
I just remember that there were kids that always could remember everything on the tray.
Some of these are a bigger version of that, and there are things called memory palaces that I was not familiar with, which is kind of a strategy to remember different things. So that's another thing.
So you
can
can coach yourself to.
Yes. So the kind of cool thing about most of these people with their skill set is they've trained their brains, and we have a neurosurgeon named Dr. Raul Jandial who is on our panel who explains the science behind what a lot of them are doing. And that's another cool part about it is these are not, it's called Superhuman, but these are not people who are necessarily born with some innate ability.
Well, we have memorized that it premieres at 9 on Fox on June 12th.
Yes.
And it's called Superhuman. Yeah, you got it. That's what we got. Okay.
He's going to be on it.
That's it.
Coming up next, Ali Whitworth is crowned.
Tomorrow on Live,
a comedian, author, and actress. Please welcome the delightful Ali Wentworth, everybody.
You look good and you smell good, Ali.
Well, I did put on a little perfume before I came to your show because I've been known to stink up the place.
Hey, how was your weekend? Did you have big barbecues and stuff?
Oh, God.
You're a good cook.
I am a good cook. But I'm fabulous in bed. I am a good cook, but, you know, my husband, George Stephanopoulos, on Good Morning America. Yes, I know. We love him.
He is America's Greek.
He's America's Greek.
He is America's
And a sexual icon.
Yes, he is. Yes.
Anyway, he's so exhausted because he works 7 days a week that when he has a moment off, we like to put him in his crib and turn on the sound machine and just let him sleep. But this this weekend, we decided to cook, and George said, I'm going to make a lamb. Now, my husband is Greek, so anytime a deer runs through our backyard, I'm afraid he's going to chase it and put a stick through it. Because he's a carnivore, and he'll eat anything that comes in his way. So he says, I'm going to make lamb. And I said, nobody likes lamb, honey. He goes, oh my God, everybody loves lamb with lemon on it. I go, nobody wants lamb. So he said, we had a few friends over, and he said, I'm making the grilled butterfly leg of lamb. And I said, great, we'll never see these people again. And I made linguine with clams, and of course what happens is everybody's eating the lamb like cannibals. I mean, they could not get enough of this meat.
They're afraid of the carbohydrates.
That's right.
That's right.
Everybody's Whole30.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, I was shamed and ate the big bowl of linguine and clams by myself because everybody was all lambed out. But he is a great cook. I will give him that.
You know, I walked, just a few days before I started here, and it was a big secret and surprise.
Yeah.
I passed him on the street.
I know.
Oh, you do?
Oh, he told me.
He did?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he knew it was me. Because
yes, he did.
I recognized...
He was with my daughter, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
and they were walking, and they were all dressed up, and he passed me, and
They were going to church.
They were going to, they were going to church.
Yes.
And where were you, young lady?
I have my own spiritual life. With the New York Times and a cup of coffee.
I walked by him, and I wanted to go up and say, hey, it's Ryan. I'm starting with Kelly in a couple of days, and I couldn't tell him.
Yeah, he didn't know.
He didn't know. No, we didn't really even know till the last second, I think, right?
Right.
We kept the secret.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
you guys knew.
What I did walk away thinking about was the schedule. You mentioned he gets up very early. I'm obsessed with what your schedule as a couple might be.
What your life is like.
Oh, it's all unicorns and fairy dust, Ryan. He gets up at 2:30.
Yeah.
Every morning. And
to start his day.
To start his day.
It's
2:30.
And what are you doing?
Kelly's just getting home from a fabulous
I'm just getting home.
You guys could meet for eggs.
I know,
yeah.
I know.
So he gets up very early, and so I feel to stay married, I go to bed with him at 8:30 because...
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
If I don't go to bed with him and he wakes up and leaves, you know, he does one thing, and by the way, it's my way of getting out of homework.
Oh, that's true.
Because they get upset that the smart parent's going to bed. So then I just go, well, you know, there's no reason for me to stay up. The smart parent's gone to sleep. So I'm out. I'm going to put my face mask on and go.
Who helps them with the homework?
They're on their own.
Okay.
I guess Google helps them. Anyway, George does this one very annoying thing, although it's lovely. He has to kiss us all before he leaves in the morning. It's like this weird ritual. Like he can't start his day. And oh, I know. Live with it. Just live with it for a minute.
That's 2:30. That's
2:30 in the morning.
Kiss.
Yes.
That's a 2:30
So he will go to the girls' room, kiss them. And then he comes back to our room. Now, here's a guy who, when he does sleep, needs a lot of sleep. So we have blackout shades and a sound machine. And I will be asleep, and this is what I get. What? I'm trying to find... And then kisses me, and then he leaves, and then I'm an insomniac crazy person. I'm up eating chocolate chip cookie dough that I freeze. And he's gone to GMA, and everybody goes, oh, your poor husband gets up so early. And I go, no, he gets me up early, too. Then I'm just spinning out at our apartment.
Any of the glory.
None of the glory.
You're right.
I got up at 6 o'clock this morning to do this show.
Exactly. And what are
Yes, thank you.
And what kind of a thanks do you get?
I get no thanks.
No thanks.
I don't even get homework thanks because I can't do that.
The best is him fumbling around to find your lips,
find your face.
After you've been slapped 8 times, you're awake.
You need to just like have him turn the light on a little bit, just so we can see where your mouth is.
Well, he did once put the light on his phone, which I thought I was being arrested by the police. So that didn't work either. So I don't know. We were finding a happy medium.
We'll come back in just a second and find out who Allie's favorite celebrity cameo is on this season of Nightcap. We'll be
You play our very own Kelly Burkhardt. You play a talent booker of a
Yes, is Kelly highly neurotic and unglued?
Oh, no.
Oh, well, then I play that. I play, oh, yes, Gelman is saying she is.
Yes.
So, yes, I play a very neurotic woman who's married to her job, and it's it's a late-night talk show, and there's a host named Jimmy who you never see, but it's real celebrities.
Jimmy's awful, right? Jimmy's awful.
Well, Jimmy is awful because the celebrities that come on and play themselves have made him awful, because people like Andy Cohen have ad-libbed, oh, he's totally homophobic, right? Or somebody else will say, well, you know, he's so racist. So celebrities
so they've created the character to
this
be
monster.
diabolical.
But then this season we had Christy Brinkley play the girlfriend that comes in and like fires everybody and is really awful. But she plays it like Christy Brinkley, so she's like, oh, I'm sorry that everybody lost their job, but you know, which is so brilliant. But and Alec Baldwin is
just priceless.
Yeah, you don't even if you don't know how to act, he comes into the room and you're like, I'll do whatever you want, Alec Baldwin.
He's incredible.
And
was he your favorite so far?
He was one of my favorites. I have to say, Julianne Moore was brilliant, and we were at the Women's March together in Washington.
Yeah.
So we have our little pink hats on, and we're, you know, women's rights, and I'm like, I do this show called Nightcap, Julianne, and I'd love you to be on it. And I thought, I'm now playing my character, booking somebody at the Women's March.
That's right.
Well, she's very anti-gun, so she, of course, gets shot by our stupid security guard. So we're very political on Nightcap.
Yeah, of course.
And then we have J.J. Abrams and a little cameo from Mark Hamill. I don't know if you're big Star Wars fans, but my crew was geeking out. The key grip, who never even looks up. I mean, I could have a wardrobe malfunction. My boobs could be flying out, and he'd just be like, are we on lunch? And all of a sudden, Mark Hamill comes in, and they freaked out. They
that's
all wanted
major.
pictures. No, it was very
How did you
disturbing.
reach out to him?
I know JJ, so I reached out to JJ. Hey, you want to come be on my stupid little show?
She was at a march, and she said, I'm booking the show.
JJ and I were at the robotics march. More robots, more robots. And he actually asked Mark, and Mark does a very iconic
for the
thing.
celebrities, I would imagine it is so fun because they get to play these over the top themselves.
Oh my God!
Right?
And Mark and Kelly did it last season. George Stephanopoulos has done it.
I love watching George play George because George is good at playing George.
Well, he plays a funnier, sexier version of himself. But yeah, he had a great time, and so people come on. Carrot Top came on. I didn't know Carrot Top.
Oh, he was the best.
He was very funny. I had to call him not Carrot Top. But anyway, this is a kind of show that I could just keep doing forever. I mean, I'm not.
What'd you have to call him? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. The season premiere is what, June 7th? Yeah?
At 8 o'clock
on Pop. I know, she knows it. She knows what she's doing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We asked and you responded. Everybody is sending us their summer parka stories. Here's Leah Vicio from Staten Island, New York. Hey, it's a summer parka and blanket. Yeah. Yep. I get it. I was there. Summer parka.
Let's see, Linda Hiroshian of Massachusetts. She is cuddling with her furry friend in her parka there on the computer. Cape Cod.
Jessica Ritchie said it was a cold one in Canada. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wait, this is even sadder than a summer parka. What could that be? An indoor barbecue.
Oh.
I mean, that is pathetic. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
More information on the Kelly and Ryan.